system right now. I wiped it out. My 360 has it, but I wiped it out on my one. But yeah, due to things going on, all he has right now is his Wi-Fi hotspot, so he can only pulse online here and there. He can play Warframe with it, but that's about it. The vast majority of the one games, if he uses that hotspot, he crashes out. Spotty crashes out. What the delay echo, you stupid system? Spotty crashes out. Yeah, but pretty much everyone I knew on the 360 from my friends list, all but you and about 3 others, have all upgraded to ones. What's the delay echo, you stupid system? Let's see, Joker. What's the delay echo, you stupid system? Yeah, he's still about 5 of them in total. Oh, I was going over my list checking which ones still had 360s and didn't go to the ones yet.
So who haven't all gone to the one?
Well, you don't know. You don't know none of them. The few that haven't are part of my clan from Defiance. One of which was the leader of our clan. So there was Measly, Reaper, Crazy, and Batmass. Which I know you probably heard that one before.
Who badass?
Badmass 2.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right, and Neil. And that's it.
Wait, you still talk to Neil?
Yeah. Every once in a while. Yeah, he was also part of my clan in Defiance. Actually, he still plays it. The clan I was part of was one of the few clans within that game that's still active. Pretty much all the rest of them died.
See, I was the only one who trying to keep the claim alive until my goal actually expires.
Yeah. Last count, I think there was something like 6 clans still active. Or they still had enough people running to be considered active. But last time I logged in that server, it was so dead it wasn't funny. I mean, before 2050 came out, if I logged into my clan, half the time there was more people logged in than the list could actually show. Last time I logged in there was 4.
The last time I logged in, there was only 2.
Yeah, but the reason that's weird on my clan was before 2050 came out. If you logged in there, there wasn't no less than at least 20 at any particular time. So you'd find at least 20 people logged on at any time. And there was times when there was as many as 40 and 50 logged on.
You also got to think.
You don't know how many times.
You also got to think, like,
sometimes
Defiance is not always the best,
through our friends list.
It will gracefully get up there.
Yeah. But like I said, now you go in there, you might find 3 to about 5 people at most, and half the time the officers ain't even logged on no more.
No, and not even the leaders or the founder. Well, I actually take that.
Every once in a while, Measly logs in, our clan leader, or you'll find an officer here and there, but there was a point you call out for an officer, you'd have 3 answer.
Actually, I do take that back because on the PlayStation 360, we'd be getting at least 10, 20 people to recruit actually a day. And when you actually get like 50 or 100, I think 100 people a month.
You still have a fair amount of activity on the 3. You have a decent amount on the 360 too. It's just the bigger clan is just the only clans that are really active are the bigger ones, and even then they're nowhere near as active. And if I log in, half the time Neil's the only one I recognize.
Well, also you got to think of the PlayStation 3 actually do have a lot more recruiters coming in than the 360 due to the free servers.
Yeah. But I mean, there was a time when it was actually the reverse.
Yeah, most definitely.
But seriously, if you were ever able to get into Defiance on the 360, just walk around a little bit and look at what you see in there, and there's God. When I teleport into Alcatraz and there's literally no one there, it's like, okay, this is creepy. It's like, and it's not critting us every 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only time I'd ever see it that bad is when the servers would go goofy and was crashing on us every 10 or 15 minutes.
Or you might be riding in somebody's car and next thing you know, you glitching right with them.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, when it went through those little nightmares where it would throw us out every 5 minutes and most of us just say to hell with it. When Alcatraz is deader than it is then, yeah. Of course, I pretty much completed every objective that could be completed in that game. The only thing I had left to do was reach the 6K rank.
Well, also you gotta think, like,
got to the point of what's the point.
What's so funny when I was playing Defiance is like we might be riding in a vehicle. All of a sudden, the driver actually jumped out, but the vehicle is still going. But the person who was driving the vehicle actually glitched.
Yeah. Or you're following someone and they're not there. But 2050 actually does that to us. You know, you follow someone and it'll show you like, wait, where? How the hell did they get over there? Or the driverless freaking ATVs. You do have that problem in 2050 still.
Well, yeah, you do still have that problem.
But you don't have the problem with crashing into a bus. It's like, where'd that damn bus come from? What? Oh, never mind. I see the bus now. That actually happened to me and Aaron one day. He was driving, I was in the passenger seat, and I was like, where the hell did that bus come from? It's like, what bus? Never mind, I see the bus now. Because we were just trying to drive down through Silicon, and it's like, okay, what do we hit now? He finally got mad. I started driving, and it seemed like I could go 20 feet without slamming into something. Finally, we got mad. And we left Silicon. Because I mean, it's like we couldn't go 10 feet without crashing into stuff, and it's like, okay, what I hit now? Where the hell did that come from? It's like, oh, never mind, I see it now.
It's just like, alright, well, when you were driving down the street or in a vehicle, all of a sudden the players end up glitching, all of a sudden the vehicle just driving by itself. You don't see no driver, nobody. Besides your own self.
Yep. Exactly. That game, God. Like I said, the magical objects come out nowhere in the road. They fixed that glitch in 2050. But driverless ATVs and stuff is still there from time to time. And you know, the one where you're following someone and all of a sudden they stop and all of a sudden, how the hell they get over there? That glitch is still there too. But they got a lot of the other bugs fixed.
I think there's just too many bugs, though.
Yeah. But like I said, the biggest problem with 2050 is the most fun parts about Defiance they took out. Because I actually like doing the expeditions and the co-ops.
Oh yeah, the expedition, the co-op's actually good.
I always thought those were the most fun parts of the game, but they actually removed that from it. So, like I said, now all you have is the competitive mode and the Shadow War and the normal mission open world play. Although they did kind of fix the difficulty AI stuff. You know, that little one where you go to, where you're 500 or 1,000 eco, you go to an arc fall and it's a threat level 10. They fixed that. Now the enemies that don't stay to your level.
Well, then they also took out the Alcatraz and the Defiance 2050.
I ain't far enough in the missions to know if you can go there or not, but the island itself is technically still on the map.
Even when I look it up, they say they have removed it.
The island itself is still on the map. Just, I don't know if you can go there. Or the little thing to where it won't start giving you the dailies until you reach a level of 50, and it'll take you an hour to go up one level. So it takes you, or the fact that you have to be at specific levels to do specific missions. So you can run smoothly. So you can run smoothly along the mission. Suddenly slam into, I can't do mission. I need to be what? So it's possible to get to that mission and be 2 levels below the mission. You need to trigger the next one. So you got to run around trying to do other stuff, trying to raise yourself up 2 levels to start continuing missions. Then you get 3 or 4 and you slam into that problem again. But like I said, a lot of the people that played the older Defiance, it's not that they hated the game. I mean, all of us say the same thing. It's a beautiful game. But until they do some work to it, screw this. Yeah, it's that, why am I going to waste all my time building a character for nothing? Because most of the time you'll complete all the missions and stuff long before you're going to get your level maxed out. But yeah, actually on the one, there actually is quite a few fun free-to-play games, just to let you know. I think at last check there was over 25 free-to-play games on the Xbox One, and most of which are good games. Although if you get one, it's a little tedious, but at times. But one game I'd recommend is Warframe. Skyforge is also a good game. Okay, where are you? I heard you chime.
Who, me?
No, my phone.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a message off Messenger. Come on, bring up Messenger. Oh, just answering something I sent earlier.
Who?
A friend of mine just answering a message I sent him earlier. I was messing with him, telling him, well, he asked me a question, I was answering the question, and also telling him that I was having fun teasing Olivia earlier. Friend of ours' daughter. The dude who used to be one of my neighbors, well, the girl across the street, the woman across the street's daughter her little granddaughter's named Olivia. Well, she saw me earlier today and was kind of hiding behind her grandma, and then was acting weird when I called her by her name. Like, yeah, I remember. Hi, Olivia. And she's like, wait, how do you know my name? And I started messing with her for a little bit. And then her mom speaks. It's like, it's because you've known him since you were a baby. And she looks weird. Just gets that little, oh. It's like, because when she started, I was like, that's funny. I mean, when I seen you last summer, you knew who I was. Why how you forgot so quick?
Really?
She's only like 5 years old.
She probably trying to tell you you have Alzheimer's.
No, last time I seen her was probably about last spring. And like I said, when I say she's 5 years old, she's barely 5 years old. But he was doing that and asking me if I heard from Nora, know how she's doing. And I also came back saying no one's seen her. Now, the little friend that was staying with me, she kind of got picked up on the 19th and she was released Tuesday. But the problem is everything surrounding the release is kind of weird. Like, she was sentenced to 30 days consecutive and it suddenly changed. Because according to the information, she was released the same day as her trial. But after her trial, the report said she was sentenced to 13 consecutive days, meaning she had to serve them. And then it comes back saying she was literally released the same day. And all of it has changed, and literally no one's seen her.
Oh, that's odd.
Yeah. The problem of it is from information I got from a friend of mine that's a guard where they were holding her, is they actually discharged her like 2 a.m. Wednesday, which isn't unheard of from that place. And the thing that has all of us concerned is, like, actually the closest person to that place is actually me. And it's a half walk from there. And Wednesday, by about 5 a.m., we actually have wind chills of almost 35 below zero here. So all of us are a little concerned. I mean, well, she was clean for a while, but when she had a few bad things happen to her and got tied up in heroin for a while, but was actually clean for a while. But I actually checked through with a few friends, including ones that actually get their shit from the same dealers that she goes to after she relapsed. And her freaking drug dealers ain't even seen her. And it's like, okay, that's getting weird. You know, when you got a little heroin addict and she doesn't even show up to her dealer to get her heroin, something's not right. So yeah, a lot of us are concerned right now because pretty much everyone she would interact with or go to is within about a 15-minute walk of where I live, and literally no one's seen her. And it's that little, she's been out since then, she should have turned up by now. That, and I'm kind of getting sick of every time I see her mom asking me if I've seen her, and it's like, no, and it's not that I don't have a problem with her mom asking me if I've seen her, it's just I hate telling her I haven't. But it's just what happened is she had a lot of bad things happen, including her baby's dad almost beating her to death. And she fell into a very bad spot. Well, her sister was hooked on that shit. Her sister used that shit and got her hooked on it. And then about 6 months later, died of an OD.
Damn.
And the problem of it is her mom was the one that found her when she OD'd. And every time and I know what goes through her head every time I tell her I haven't seen her. That's why I hate it when she asks me that. It's not the fact that she asked me that question. It's the fact that all I can say is no one's heard from her. Because me and her have some of the same friends in common. And her mom knows that. So her mom knows I stand a better chance of being able to track her than she does. Because either I know some of the places she hangs out, and in the cases of the places she does, the few I don't know about, I know other people that hang out there. And no one's seen her. So the last time, out of everyone on the list, I'm the only one that's seen her recently, and that was a week ago Saturday when she was still locked up. And everyone else hadn't seen her since about the 17th since about the 18th, the day before she got arrested. Or basically the night before she got arrested, take your pick. Because she got arrested, because from what I understand, she got arrested in the early morning. So, it's just a weird situation. So the only other two possibilities I can think of how that stuff on a record shifted like that is if she wound up in rehab, which I hope would happen because I don't want to think about option number 2.
What?
Basically, this one idiot she's known for since about 2016. He's actually been trying to find a way to separate her from me out of jealousy. And the only other possibility is she's with him, and if that's the case, she's about 20 miles away. And that's not going to turn out good.
You think she's going to get killed or something?
No. Not exactly. Basically, he's the one that's kind of enabling her and supporting her drug habit. The problem is with this girl is she does not like to be controlled. If her head's cloudy, he can control her. But if her head starts to clear and she suddenly realizes it, it's kind of the reverse. Basically, the stupid idiot grew up in an era with money, but the girl he's messing with is a true little hood rat. Basically saying she grew up in areas in this city to where cops were giving them nicknames like Uzi, Ali, stuff like that, which is where she grew up and where I grew up. He grew up in an area where the houses are worth $150,000, $200,000. We grew up in neighborhoods where half the buildings on the block's condemned. So, yeah. If that's the case, it's not going to be good. Because if that girl loses it, watch out. And to make matters worse is because of how big she is, most idiots underestimate her. Basically, she's only like 5'1", but 5'1", and she weighs like 110 pounds. But the problem is the little girl grew up in an environment where she was learning to fight 4 or 5 to 1, so